And now your WZDX Pinpoint Weather with meteorologist Emily Owen.
Plenty of sunshine was experienced across the Tennessee Valley today, and our temperatures were allowed to warm up into the mid-50s. We saw a high temperature of 56 today here in Huntsville, but temperatures have since cooled off quite a bit. Right now we're sitting at 41 degrees in Huntsville, 38 in Fayetteville, 32 in Pulaski. Pulaski looks to be our coldest spot right now. 45 degrees in Florence and 45 in Coleman. Fort Payne currently sitting at 39. So it does look like we are going to stay right around the 40s, the upper 30s for the overnight low tonight. We're going to stay under a mostly cloudy sky, but all in all, it is going to be a pretty quiet night out there with the exception of a few passing showers. Looks like Decatur just south of Huntsville catching some light rain showers right now, but other than that, the majority of us are dry, but that's going to be changing heading into the afternoon tomorrow. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Notice this is right around midnight tonight, continuing to see a mostly cloudy sky. Approaching from the west will be a cold front. That's going to bring in the rain that we see tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening. And notice that warm front associated with that low pressure system. That warm front is what's going to keep the majority of the rain to the north of us, but we will still catch some scattered showers and possibly a thunderstorm or two heading into Monday afternoon. Monday night and into early Tuesday morning, we're going to have another cold front move through, and that's going to bring another round of rainfall with it. But once the cold front passes through early Tuesday morning, we are in the all clear, and we're going to see some sunshine for your Tuesday. Rainfall forecast looks like this. Notice most areas are staying right around half of an inch or below. Fayetteville, Pulaski, Russellville seeing just right over half of an inch. So some areas will see more accumulation than others, but I'm not expecting this to be a flooding issue. Rain chances for the next 7 days is 60% for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, a 70% for Monday, and most of us just going to see some scattered activity, and then things will start to quieten down once we head into the middle of next week. 7-day forecast looks like this once again for tomorrow. High temperature right around 54. Afternoon rainfall expected. Rain and a few thunderstorms on a Monday, and there are those 60-degree temperatures I was talking about. 68 for the high temperature on Monday. We'll be in the mid-60s come Tuesday, but of course things will dip down back into our average for this time of year once we get into Friday. But notice on Thursday, 45 degrees for the high temperature, so we'll have another blast of cold air headed in our direction, and then it looks like things will turn nice and sunny heading into next weekend.